I have a good news. I'm the last speaker with the French accent. So, I will present myself. So, I'm a digital product manager, project manager. In 2014, I say I want to see what's going on with blockchain. I'm in Switzerland, we have banking, but not in the boring area like fintech. So I was looking more for art, gaming, and there was a company there. And this company was making a crowdfunding, so I crowdfunded instead of Genesis. By the way, TechBound and Beyond the One as well. So I joined the company 1 year later, in summer 2016, working as a product owner partially for the game Spell of Genesis, in which I explain it shortly. It's a card game, arcade. Some of the cards are in-game asset. Some of the cards are blockchain asset, meaning you can play the game even if you have no clue about blockchain. And active with the project Orbs that we made with the partner company in Japan, and then that we have completely by us. It's a wallet, but it's a wallet oriented to gaming, to collectibles, when you don't see only the token, and as this one, that the availability is 1,000 and it is locked, you see the image, the rich media associated. And today we have 15 games and collection on Book of Orbs. So the concept, and it's true, it's Shaban, the CEO, that coined the digital true ownership word, sentence, is you own the element, you can give, you can trade, you can sell. Here, this is what you see in the Book of Orbs. You can see the trading orders, the selling orders. If there is a match, automatically there is a swap. And this is done, all these things, as decentralized transaction on counterparty on top of the Bitcoin blockchain. And yes, they are unforgeable asset. We can make it unique, but like this one, we say this is a limited edition of 1,000. So I try to bring you insight numbers. So I have to read the date. So August, so 3 months ago, we had the 10,000 transaction on Book of Orbs for the people trading cards, other elements, token in this wallet that serve as a kind of marketplace. So why and which blockchain for a game? There was a panel on which blockchain, so I will summarize that. First, user first. I have a great news for you, a great secret. A blockchain game is a game. You need game design. You need a good product for the user. It means you need a great game for the players, and it doesn't change that it is a blockchain game. It's really the most important. So it's really the long-term approach oriented to the player. Then, yes, in this game, you should define what is on the blockchain, what is not on the blockchain. Like instead of Genesis, the core element are cards. Some cards are on the blockchain. Some cards are, let's say, traditional gaming asset in the game. For the rest, it's not part of the game. We made a crowdfunding with the bit crystals, but it's used, I will say, outside the game to buy the blockchain asset. So it's very simple. And then the question, which blockchains? In our case, it's very simple. It's just a token in a wallet. The wallet is linked to the player. So what we choose, counterparty on top of Bitcoin, was a good choice. That we know. We made 4 workshops with Ethereum guys, even Vitalik in the room in Switzerland at this period. But for the use case we had with this game, for the user, it was the right choice. Now you can define on your on-chain, you want to have token, perhaps NFT, perhaps you want to add rules, how this token are used, trade, anything, then it's good. You need some smart contract, you can have another one. We had a huge discussion with our community last year. There were some taking a lot of pressure on us to say, okay, you have to move away from Bitcoin, go to Ethereum. The cost for the transaction was horrible for us, 30 francs. Now it's other aspect, it's difficult. So our position is we go to the proven one. We don't have, I will say, resource, or our prioritization is not, we cannot follow all the blockchain initiative, what will be the best blockchain of tomorrow. We will see after that, but practically, the first game, the first wallet on Bitcoin, what we have in the pipeline, the next game, the next wallet using Ethereum. We take what is proven, and I will say has a community behind it, developers and users. So for this one, I will go quick. That was more the history for us. The global virtual goods market exists, but there were problems, not really true ownership, everything is centralized, and partially with fraud. We had it. And we had this experience in our previous game. People were able to sell centralized the asset, but they were selling that, I would say, outside of the game by eBay, and people were calling our customer care to say, please block this user, he didn't pay the asset. So the trading card game market, it's very huge, 1.4 billion. Hearthstone had this huge part. We know this was a segment of the type of game that is good for collection. So that was a good fit with, I would say, blockchain asset to be sold and resold. So Spell of Genesis, we bring this true digital ownership. They can trade on the blockchain. And last year in December, we bring another first worldwide. The people can blockchainize. Blockchainize means they have in the game normal in-game asset, the cards that you can merge, level up, and then you can decide this card that was traditional in-game linked to my player account, I can transfer it on the blockchain. So it's really the possibility for people. It's a free-to-play. I can play. If I, let's say, invest a lot of time, I can have good cards, and then I can blockchainize it. Or there is in-app purchase. I can, let's say, speed up the time to have the top cards by in-app purchase, but we allow that. Really, people can play. They have something. We bring it out of the game in the blockchain, they can use it, send it, trade it. So this is how it works, the blockchainization. You have the normal card here. We allow only 3 blockchainization per month. For the first one, like this one, and you pay with the soft currency, and after, for the 2 other one, you pay with hard currency in-app purchase. So it's a way for us to limit a little the number of cards created. It's another things. Gaming is about balancing. Adding blockchain make more balancing to do. The second insight is, yes, people are ready to pay a lot for digital items. We're speaking about mobile game, free to play, but some cards are so rare that the Satoshi card, the market cap is 2 million, so there are only 200. It's sold for several thousand, and the peak was at 10,000 for one card. Then, this is another type of card that is not limited. It's a blockchainized card. It's a very good card, out of the dark, but it's really people playing, having this card out of the game. After the first month, one was sold for more than $400. And it's true, the people buy the element as well for the digital art. Here you see a normal, I will say, heroes of the game, but at the beginning, when we made a crowdfunding in 2015 with the Bit Crystals, we reached $350,000. Today, it's not a big number, but in 2015 it was difficult. Interesting, directly from the beginning we produced cards, and they were like allegory of blockchain project. So there are a lot of people, they were buying cards because they were liking the blockchain project related, like Litecoin with Charlie Lee, it's a Satoshi Lite and things like that. We have this type of cards. And we know people were buying cards just to collect them. And there is the appetite for blockchainization. So the number of blockchain cards by spell of Genesis is 20,000. And as I say that we sold the cards before the launch, and we got 350,000 again. So we can say the day we launched it worldwide, we had money half from the ICO and half from the cards in the game. There is another game in our, I will say, ecosystem, is Age of Chain. The guy, Kilian Kunst, a German, he was just starting in Bitcoin Talk forum, say, okay, I will make a game. This is the first card. And the people were buying the card. And then he had money, start the project. Then he said, this is the second card. So there's a possibility to fund your project without ICO, pre-selling the gaming element. When we made a blockchainization last year, the first month we have 230, and the last numbers is we had that was for July 2,100. I suppose now we are around 2,500 cards created by transforming the in-game elements as blockchain element. Okay, the other part is what is the segment of a blockchain game, and we heard a lot about it, and we know it's true. You have the blockchainers. They participate to ICO, some they have a lot of money, some they don't play the game, they don't use the product. Speculation or collection. On the other side, we have the normal gamer. They are interested by the product. They bring value to the game, but this is the same, I will say, challenge for all the game. You have to attract players. It's difficult now. On our side, we use the publisher. We did not have the result, I will say, that we were hoping, so now we're switching to another publisher. So we consider, in our case, which is a mixed game, I remind you, you can play without the blockchain. We go for the standard gamers with a standard publisher. And for the, I will say, blockchain people, we consider ourselves as a blockchain publisher. Anyway, the insight that we have is the blockchain gamers. This is the right one. They bring value to the product, and they spend money on it. And they are loyal, trustful, they don't cheat. And what we notice, they are ready to pay 7 times more. So they are a good segment. Bitcrystals, we made a report, a survey, you can download it in our website. So we have some questions. So the first one is the barrier. What are the barriers that you will not purchase or trade game on the blockchain? So first was, I don't have money. But I don't have money means, mainly, I don't have the crypto money. And it's true. We heard it during these 2 days. Managing the wallet, having the money is not that easy. In our case, you need Bitcoin for the fee and Bitcrystal to buy it. The second is too complex, intimidating. It's the same. This is the main reason. Another insight from our survey is what the people are paying for the digital gaming asset. And it's very simple. It's small, under 100, or people, they really like it, they buy it for more than 500. So call it the whale. So for these people, it's good to make special edition, rare cards, all these elements. They buy it, they like it. They want to own it, to keep it. Then more difficult, why they do that. That's always, what is the benefit for the users? I say it's really, they understand it, what we say we are true ownership. I can trade my items freely. So it's really, I have this ownership and the feeling I can always resell it, have it back my money. I own it completely, it's number 2. I can convert digital items to the blockchain, what we provided by the blockchainization, the people like it. And what we started from the beginning, a lot of our cards are playable in other games, Saruto B, Beyond the Void, and so on. We made, from the beginning, this concept of multi-game, multi-asset. Another type of segment is, there are people depending on the blockchain, they are more enthusiastic or crazy. So you can attract more players if you go in the blockchain community. And to attract more players is, choose perhaps a blockchain community, lower the barrier of the UX wallet, and that they have the choice of the blockchains. And this is what we do with our last product. We launched it in Tokyo Game Show. It's a dual chain wallet for the gamers. It's Casa2Can. You have both Ethereum and Bitcoin counterparty. So every time you create, I will say from the seed phrase, a wallet, if you created two wallets, and on the same, I will say, feed, you can see the transaction on the two blockchain. You can see the gaming asset that you have on one blockchain, on the other one. This is what we do, and because we think in the future there will be people that are interested mainly by the token, not by the blockchain, which is an enabler. Which is not always the case. Sometimes I discuss with people, they will say, oh yes, Bitcoin, yes, Ethereum, and then there was one guy, oh, if you made this collection, this game on this blockchain, I could see his eyes. I know he's ready to put 2,000 to buy all the collection. It's the same token, but today there are people, it's a big affinity. And as I say, we take the blockchain that are proven, and on Ethereum, with the Casa2Can and with our next game, Atable, we know we can reach a good segment of blockchainer, and some of them blockchainer gamer. So what next? 2 minutes. We have a 15 partner and collection book of Forbes. 2 new will be added. The value of the collection is more than 100 million, so we will further grow this ecosystem. The book of Forbes will be usable inside the Casa2Can because we will have a DApp browser integrated, so you can play CryptoKitty as well. The last insight is user-generated content is key. Me personally, I made RarePP. RarePP are cards produced by the people from the meme internet. They were selling that between the community. The value of the RarePP was almost the same as the value of the card of the Spell of Genesis. So I can be provocateur and tell you, we are stupid to create a game to bring value to the card. It's not only that. We were in a festival with these people in New York in January. One RarePP card violating 2 copyrights. Unique of Homer was sold for $40,000. On our side, user-generated, we see it in a way that people were able to create content, contribute to the game, but it will be possible to monetize it. So we make a demonstration for GDC in San Francisco, creation of these small images here, and these images are really token on the blockchain, not for a card on the game, but for an avatar. And if you have the token, you have a specific avatar, and if you create a good avatar picture, a good game content, you can resell it. We start with the avatar, but the idea is really that perhaps someone is creating the audio, another a background of a battle, someone a complete level, and they can resell. The second example is Crystal Craft. In the collection, we allow people to create their own design, and we keep 25%. We create the token, we distribute, and they are on sale. 12 seconds, just the time to say that there is a QR code. If you fill the survey, we will send you a blockchain card for free. Thank you very much.